So apparently now The Rock has heat with a portion of the WWE locker room because apparently they're upset that there's this big double standard for The Rock being allowed to go out on TV and stay out there as long as he wants to and say anything he likes, sing Moana, talk about people's moms, drop swear words here, there, everywhere. The rest of the locker room doesn't get to play by those rules. And apparently they're pissy about it, according to Dave Meltzer. Check out this clip from the Wrestling Observer Radio.
Rock's going to do what Rock wants to do. And, you know, I mean, it's been kind of noted. I mean, the thing, I don't want to say that it's like, you know, I'm not trying to say like people are mad or anything because it's The Rock, but there's a complete double standard because there was actually a memo that went out from Nick Khan to all talent that, you know, this is a PG company, no swearing, not even in social media, obviously not on television, not in social media. There's certain words that are routinely used in on AEW television that are absolutely not allowed for any talent to use on SmackDown or Raw for that matter. And Rock used many of them on SmackDown, and more of them, you know, even more stronger ones on social media. So it's kind of like, you know, guys read a memo and then it's like Dwayne gets to do, but it's that's the deal. Dwayne gets to do what Dwayne wants to do because he's Dwayne. And, you know, I mean, and everyone accepts that. They know that, but it is kind of interesting that, you know, I thought that his open of the show was pretty much like, he just felt to me like so much bigger of a star than everyone else.
Are you kidding me? This guy is in another solar system.
So it is a double standard, but it's not a double standard in the way that I think the wrestlers are taking it as. I think the wrestlers are looking at it like, oh, I'm Dwayne Johnson. I can walk in here and do whatever I want because I'm the board of directors guy, and my eyebrow goes like this. I don't think that's the case, though. I think it's more a double standard because it's The Rock. Because he's such a megastar that nobody's going to complain about it. Rock knows that. So there's partially, I guess, the double standard that he maybe thinks he's above other people. But I just don't think, you know, and look, I'm not backstage, so I don't see how he's carrying himself or interacting with the other people. Maybe he does act like he's a big superstar and everybody else is below him. Maybe he is Hollywood Rock. But I think this is really much more of a case of the Fox network is not going to call WWE and complain about the language on the air when The Rock is on their TV. I think they're thinking, thank fuck the biggest movie star in the world is on our television right now. That's it. That's all there is to it. And if all of these bitchy, complainy wrestlers would like to go out there and become as big of a star as The Rock, then yes, the rules will apply differently to you. Look, it's the same as like you go to like a corporate office, for example, you know, and all the peons that are in the cubicles on the floor, they can't be sitting there talking on their phone and shit, having their cell phone out. But I guarantee the manager of the place or whoever can walk through there and take a personal call if he likes to. She likes to. It's a double standard because The Rock is on a different level than you guys. You sound like self-entitled brats. You need to understand that you have not worked your way up to a position to be able to get away with it. That's the thing here. Rock doesn't go overtime planned, otherwise it wouldn't be overtime. He does it because he knows that it's going to be the most watched thing on the show. And that people are going to love it. And that was Vince's whole thing. If you're going to do it, it better goddamn be good. It better not be anything that I can complain about because then your ass is in trouble. I just think The Rock he's able to do it because he is The Rock. I don't think that's him. I don't think that's him throwing his weight around. I don't think it's anything that people need to take personally. I think it's something that people need to aspire up to. Hey, if I bust my ass in this business, I can work my way up to the level that The Rock's at. There's no way that these assholes are sitting around in the locker room watching this guy that's been on a bajillion movies He's the highest paid actor in Hollywood. He gets to walk on the fucking Tonight Show anytime he likes. He gets to walk on the Late Show. He's on the fucking Oscars. Austin Theory, I'm picking on Austin Theory because he's a lower mid-card guy, and I don't like Austin Theory. But, like, and pick any mid-card, lower mid-card, because these are the guys that are complaining, by the way. Maybe Seth Rollins, he seems particularly complainy, you know. But, like, a Cody Rhodes, he's not bitching about this. Punk, he don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think at a certain level, I think it's you. Look, you got to just understand that The Rock has earned this. You haven't earned the right. You honestly look in the mirror and you think, why don't I get to go out and go fucking 20 minutes on TV, 10 minutes overtime, and drop swears and talk about whatever I want, people's mamas, and sing songs? Because you're not The Rock. That's why. That's why. It's not a double standard to, like, people are trying to, oh, I'm oppressed. I'm being held down. Oh, poor me. Oh, we don't have equality in the workplace. This is a mega star. And look, The Rock is earning it too, by the way. He's getting those top ratings. He is going out and doing all of the press, all of the marketing. He's on the Late Show. He's on the Oscars. He's talking about WrestleMania on these shows.
I think this is really interesting because, and you know this, you're one of the most well-loved people in the world. Yes, correct. Thank you. And yet, you have, in the wrestling world, gone back to being a heel, to being a villain in the thing.
Yes.
And to the point where you are actually, like, antagonizing people in the local cities that you visit.
Yes.
This is your visit to Phoenix, Arizona, and how you greeted...
Yes, Phoenix, Arizona, by the way, before you show it, I did a little research, and what I'm saying is the truth.
It is true. I looked it up, too.
Yes.
Take a look.
Finally, you cactus-loving crackheads finally have something worth shooting in your veins.
I mean...
You cactus-loving crackheads.
Cactus-loving crackheads have something... It is the best to go back to WWE in this Rock 10.0 version where I can become a heel and say the things that people want to say.
And they still love you after you say them.
I went in, and it's a #1 city, and you cactus-loving crackheads. And then what I also said was, and every woman in here wants to go one-on-one with The Rock, and all the women go crazy. And I said, now settle down, you crackhead Karens. It's not gonna happen. And then they all cheered again. They were like, yay!
All right, settle down, you crackhead Karens. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is here. We'll be right back.
Austin Theory's not on those shows promoting WrestleMania. He's getting the ratings. And he's doing some of the best work of his career right now, folks. When he came back, he was a little rusty, wasn't he? He was a little bit rusty, and he was sort of kind of going through the old motions again, and it was kind of like, But now, like this 2024 version of a Hollywood Rock, just revamped, I think he is hitting on all cylinders right now. These big, long promos he's doing on social media, he's really getting into the character. And that's all it is. He's just having fun with it, and he's drawing a lot of attention to wrestling again. He's drawing a lot of viewers in that weren't watching before. I think all of these mid-card, whine-ass, crybaby bitches, oh, what about me? That's not fair. Me. Just shut up. Shut up and earn it. Aspire to that. Be happy that this is drawing eyeballs to a show where you can now make a name for yourself. And look, this has always been the case. Rock isn't allowed to go out and do this. He just does it. And nobody's going to tell him no because he's a Rock and because it's good, right? And he's on the board, and I get all that. But Rock used to do that back in the day before he went to Hollywood. That Rock, This Is Your Life segment with Mick Foley, that shit went so far over time. But it's still one of the highest rated segments of all time. Most remembered, most talked about. So, what was the old saying, at least under Vince? I don't know what Triple H thinks about this. I would assume because he was a wrestler who also went over his time, because he was a wrestler who also had his time cut. Because other people went over their time, including The Rock, which is one of the reasons why Triple H, one of many, I guess, why they didn't get along back in the day. But he knows goddamn well that if a guy goes over his time, but he's out there killing it, or if he goes off script a little bit and he's killing it. Look at Drew McIntyre, for example. He recently just said in an interview, which I'll cover in another clip, but he talked about how the kind of the gloves have been taken off of him, so to speak, the restraints. He had to play within certain parameters, and now he's playing outside of those parameters. If you're somebody who's pissed that The Rock can go out there and say whatever he wants to say, go out there and say whatever you want to say. Better be goddamn good, though. You better come back and, 1, be willing to take your ass chewing and whatever comes from it. But 2, know that your shit's that good that they ain't going to fire you because you just fucking pop business for them with whatever promo you just cut. If you ain't got that in you and you just want to drop a fucking swear or whatever because Rock can, and well, that's not fair, then you're being an idiot. And that's my thoughts on it. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to suck The Rock's dick completely. I just think that people that are frustrated with what he's doing and getting away with, there's a certain reality they need to understand. 1, he's on the board. 2, he's The Rock. He's a megastar. He's a legend. Even if he wasn't on the board, he's a legend that has come back now to help pop your business. So why don't you instead of doing the modern day social media, it's not fair, what about me? Do the thank you, Rock, for being on my show and helping pop the rating and pop business and sell tickets, which puts more money in my pockets and helps my exposure to the world, shows me to more people. Because you're not that guy or that girl. If you're complaining about The Rock right now, you're not that guy. You don't have it like that. And that's why you're complaining. Because if you have it like that, you understand and you're not complaining. And if you got it like that and you feel like you're being restrained, it's a live show, man. It's a live microphone. Go out there, cut your fucking promo. Better hope you got a job when you come back. I better hope it was good. That's my 2 cents on it. I think it is a double standard, but it's not The Rock just throwing his weight around. I think it's a double standard because The Rock has simply earned it with his star power. That he's kind of infallible at this point, right? Like, we're not supposed to swear, but The Rock swears, it's The Rock. He's there. That's where he's at in his career, and I think he's earned that. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Should he be playing on the same equal field as everybody else? Should these people that are complaining just grow a set of balls and go out and do whatever they think that they're not allowed to do and see how it works out for them? Or is The Rock just being a dick, throwing his weight around? Clear double standard. Shouldn't be allowed to do it. Let me know. Peace, love, and pizza. I am your boy, Seth Grimes. I'm going to keep practicing because I can't. There you go. Oh, that's a little bit of an eyebrow, right? Oh, yeah. Thanks for checking out the video. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it if you liked it. Yeah. And you can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on the channel. Oh, yeah. Dig it.